Thanks for joining us. Hey, have you checked out our cicada apocalypse video? Pepper and I made a horror comedy short. I think it's 3 minutes, 45 seconds. You need to check it out. It's really funny. We also had a little help from the Enigma, which you will see and meet here on this episode. And we're going to try and do some more of these funny videos. Try and bring in some new subscribers and new viewers. Not all the time, but every now and then we're going to do a funny video because we enjoy making them. As you know, I've been doing this channel for 2 years, and I enjoy making these videos. I know Great White and Kenny from Bravo Blast Entertainment enjoy doing it as well. But right now, we don't have enough subscribers and we don't have enough views, and so this YouTube channel doesn't generate any income. And not that I expect to make $1 bajillion off this, but you can help us. It doesn't cost you a thing just to subscribe and like and help us to cover just expenses. So anyway, we've got a great comic book haul video, and hold on a second. I don't have my cup. Just a minute. Now we're ready to start. Nerd, nerd, nerd. Nerdfarious. I'm Stark.
I'm Pepper. I'm Enigma.
And we're going to talk to you about the C2E2 Comic-Con, give our kind of review about that before we get into the great key comic books that I brought back. So, without any wasting time, Pepper,
Yes.
What were your thoughts about C2E2?
I really enjoyed this year. We were able to get there early so that we could go up and down the 26-ish aisles of Artist Alley and see all the amazing artists that there are. And it was hard not to spend a lot of money there. I'm gonna say, if you want to buy some things, take some cash with you, because there is a lot of amazing and fun stuff. It's a great experience. And of course, watching the cosplayers and seeing the time and attention people take to their costumes is just super amazing.
Now, Enigma, this was the first time you've gone to C2E2.
That's right, Stark. It was the first time I have been to C2E2, and I was super excited for it, and it did not disappoint. I would say that I would give it a rating of 9 out of 10. 1 point docked off because there were no corn dog vendors. But that's about it. That's about it. So yeah, like Pepper said, there were so many good artists. I mean, like, yeah, I think I could have probably dropped a good $2,000 on just art, but I think I managed only a little over 100. But yeah, I mean, all the cosplayers were so impressive. I did feel like such a baby because there were just so many more impressive costumes. I did Alice from Alice in Madness, which is a video game, and that was really fun. So I was covered in blood, which was great. People wanted to take photos of me, so there might be some photos out there lingering on the internet of me being super awkward, because obviously it was my first time dressing up for a Comic-Con, so I did not know how to pose. And at one point, one of the cosplayers in a Spartan suit from Halo, he was like, "It's kind of funny that, you know, someone covered in blood is smiling." And I was, like, I just love my job. But yeah, I actually got one of the fun experiences. I got to take a picture with the two main actors from the show Hannibal. So that was really cool. It was a bit rushed, but I think at one point after I took the photo, one of the actors sort of like nudged me away to like leave, and I was like, okay, what just happened? Did that even happen? I couldn't process it until I got the photo in my hands. But yeah, it was a great experience. I had heels that were like this tall, so thankfully our hotel was right, like connected, and you could walk to the convention from our hotel. So I took off my shoes and walked back to the hotel, and I got changed because it was hot. I mean, there were so many people breathing their hot air in this huge concrete room. It was hot, but that did not dampen my spirits, and it was still a really good experience. So I'm really glad that they invited me, and I plan on going next year. So I may be covered in blood again. I don't know. It's kind of fun. It's kind of different from my normal routine. But yeah.
Thank the Lord.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, there were a ton of cosplayers. When I first started doing these Comic-Con videos, there was, you had just a select few people that were almost like professional cosplayers that put in, a crazy amount of work into their costumes. But there wasn't a lot of them. And as time has gone by, it seems like, so many people are doing it now. As we were there, we were there early in the morning, but by the time it got to be, late afternoon, it was pretty packed. And there were a lot of, it seemed like everybody was a cosplayer. There was a good 30% of the people, I think, were cosplayers at that point. And because of this, we're going to do a different format starting with the C2E2 video next year. And Enigma here is going to be with me, and we're going to film these cosplayers and just focus on that, and also maybe interview some. So we're looking forward to that next year. But in the meantime, we do have the C2E2 walkthrough video that I did. Check that out. You can see what we were talking about here. But one other thing I wanted to state, so in 2023, C2E2 had quite a few comic book vendors. And I would guess maybe a dozen, which is a lot. And it seemed like there was like maybe 4 or 5 more than the year before. So, we're talking 16 comic book vendors. I tried to hit every single one of them. You're going to see that in this comic book haul video. And I spent a ton of money and got some great key issues. So without further ado, here's the comic book haul. I got all these books at C2E2, and overall, on average, I probably got a discount of anywhere between 10 to 20%. But I went to all the different vendors, which was excellent, and I bought a little bit from each. So I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly how much I spent on each one, but just kind of know that whatever the price you see on there, I either got 10 to 20% off on it. And starting with this first one, Avengers number 52 from 1968. This is a key issue because the Black Panther joins the Avengers, and it is the first appearance of the Grim Reaper, who is the brother of Wonder Man. It is in excellent condition. I would put this book at an 8.0, maybe an 8.5. It was priced at $80, but high grade fair market value of this book goes for around $200. I am super psyched to get it. Next up, Avengers number 58. This is another key issue because it's the second appearance and origin of the Vision. This story is fantastic too. Let me tell you, the Vision and Hank Pym have gaps in their memories, and they try to piece together what happened, which leads to the evil Ultron. If it weren't for the foxing along the edges of this book, it could have been a 9.0, but with the foxing, I don't see it any higher than a 7.5, but it is a great read. And here we have Avengers number 83, another great key issue. This one is a key issue because it's the first appearance of Valkyrie. Or is it? Because in actuality, it's the Enchantress disguised as Valkyrie. It's also the first team appearance of the Lady Liberators, Valkyrie, Scarlet Witch, Wasp, Black Widow, and Medusa. Now, this looks like a 9.0. It has a little color rub along the spine. High grade fair market value of this book, again, $225. So I'm pretty happy to get this book at that price. Now, switching gears. This has always been one of my favorite characters, and Netflix did him no justice at all in that Marvel series. I'm talking about Iron Fist. I love the original Iron Fist. His origin with the mystical city of Kunlun is great. I have most of these, but I was missing this one. And it's Marvel Premiere number 20. It's not a key issue, but I'm glad to get it, especially for less than $20. And then following that up with another Iron Fist. This is Iron Fist number 12. Now, this book is in pretty rough shape. It's maybe a 2.0 at best. So I already have this book in a CGC slabbed 9.2. So I just wanted a second copy for reading. A rough 2.0 version for $8 is okay for me. Now, switching gears. We're switching gears again, folks. You know I love Batman. I picked up some Detective Comics, and I am really happy with these purchases. This is Detective Comics number 429 from 1972. It's not a key issue, but how cool is this cover? Look at that, Man-Bat. Yes, Batman holding this woman who's obviously either passed out or injured and gonna fight off the Man-Bat. You might not be able to tell, but he is in Las Vegas during this whole thing. Very cool. The dealer marked it as a $15 book and at fine condition or a 6.0. But I would probably grade it a little bit higher. The bottom left corner has some slight damage and there is a date written on the D. But I think it'd probably be a very fine or a 7.5. Because other than those two things, there's not a lot wrong with this book. Now, moving on to Detective Comics number 447. So, just let me just say this right now. I never quite understood the Creeper. First of all, the name is horrible, especially for a quasi-good guy. And what's up with the striped bikini briefs? And the hair coming out from the top of his shoulders? Wow, I'm sure this guy's a real ladies' man. Anyway, never quite understood him. This is not a key issue, and it has the same issues as the last book. Someone wrote some numbers on the top right corner, and the bottom left corner is blunted. But it is in better condition than the last book. I would give this an 8.0, priced at $18, but I got it a little bit cheaper, and it's a really cool book, even if the Creeper's extremely weird. Okay, now, Detective Comics number 449. This is not a key issue. It was priced at $6. And this book has some major spine issues. The spine ticks and damage all along the spine. It looks like there's a chip taken out on the right side of the edge. So this is not a great condition book, but I only spent $6 for it, and it is filling in a gap that I was missing already. So I'm happy to get it. Okay. Now you all know how I love my cousin, Iron Man, Tony Stark. So let's just get into some of those books that I found. And I found some great books. This is from 1970. It's not a key issue, but a great early issue of Iron Man. So far, I just need to get 58 more issues to get a complete run of Iron Man Volume 1. So 58 issues to go. This is a nice looking copy. I'd grade it as probably a 7.5 because it has some discoloration on the top left and a slight crease on the bottom left corner as well. Other than those two things, it's pretty good. So probably 7.0, 7.5. Iron Man 67. Boy, did Marvel get their use out of the character of the Freak. If you read the early Iron Man issues, you know they turned Happy Hogan into the Freak, and then they turned this gentleman into the Freak. So there's a couple different Freaks, and they really got their mileage out of it. Anyway, he is in a bunch of early issues. This book is in awesome condition. I'd give it a 9.2. Not a key issue, but I got it for under $20. If you want to collect a series, Iron Man books are affordable. And here we go. Iron Man 75. The Black Llama, or is he? You'll have to read the story to find out who the real Black Llama is. I'm not going to tell you. No spoilers here. The story is a lot of fun. I got it for less than $10 with a discount. And condition is great, except for a crease on the right bottom corner. Anyway, $10 for a Volume 1 Iron Man number 75, under 100. Man, this is a great book. Okay, now, before I show you this book, I have got to tell you, this book is epic. I'm talking about Iron Man number 150. I had not read this book until recently, and I love it. Love this book. It is a key issue, and it should be. This book is epic. First off, let's start with the cover. Dr. Doom facing off against Iron Man. Cool black background. And the story is magnificent. Iron Man and Doctor Doom time travel to King Arthur's day. I'm not going to spoil it for you because you need to read this issue. Yes, it is cheesy, but in the best way possible. The comic is in excellent condition, probably a 9.2. Fair market value for this in a high grade is $180, so I'm happy getting it for $50. But wait, there's more. I liked this story and this book so much, I went out and I bought an already graded 9.6 version. That's right, yeah. You have to read this book. It's a lot of fun. The entire story arc is contained within one issue. So you don't have to keep buying, you don't have to get 3 books to get the whole story. It's all in one book. And it is perfect. I wouldn't change a thing about it. You got to check it out. As you know, I am always chasing down old Batman comics, and I came across some great books. First up, this is Batman number 172 from 1965. It is not a key issue. The cover has some color rub and spine ticks. On the cover, it's marked a fine or fine minus, which is probably accurate. The inside pages, though, are so crisp. You would think it just came off the press. Now we have Batman 257. Not a key issue. The book has a lot of color rubbing done on it. I love these old big books, Batmans. I mean, a lot of times they have a new story in the front, and the rest of the stories are reprints of stories from the 40s or 50s. Who can afford to buy those old books? Well, you don't have to whenever they appear in one of these. It's great stuff. I'm going to speed up a bit, otherwise this video is going to be super long. Here is Batman 262, and it's a Batman giant issue, not a key issue, but you gotta love this cover. Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, is writing out his last will and testament. Oh my gosh, so cool. And here we have Batman number 270, another non-key issue, but a great cover. Look at these guys, they're chucking flaming skulls at Batman. Who does that? Anyway, great cover. It was priced at $18 in very fine condition. I'd probably give it an 8.5 or maybe a 9.0. And here we have Batman number 297. Not a key issue, and I got it pretty cheap. If you've been watching my comic book haul videos, you know I have bought a ton of these books, but I've only scratched the surface. I'm still missing 221 issues of the Volume 1 of Batman. But let's be honest, I probably can't find or afford any of the first 100 books of Batman. So I'm really only missing 121 issues out of 713 comics in Volume 1. To be honest, I'll probably never complete my collection, but it is fun trying. So here we go, Batman number 305, not a key issue, and I didn't spend much for it. And Batman 320, not a key issue, but I always loved this cover and wanted to read it. I'm glad I got it. I did overpay for this book. I mean, this is a $3 book at best, but I have been searching for this book for a very long time. I probably paid 10 or 12 bucks for it, but guess what? The search is over. I got the book. I love the cover. It's a great story. Batman 323. Now, this is a key issue because it's the second appearance of Timothy Fox. I do love the cover with the cat, especially the cat shadow in the background. If you look closely, Catwoman's shadow is actually a cat. How cool is that? Anyway, the vendors wanted $30 for it. It's in fairly good condition, and the fair market value for a high-grade book is $30. And then the last Batman book that I have here, it's not a key issue. This is a $3 book, but it's probably, condition-wise, a 9.2. I did overpay on this book as well, but here again, it's been difficult finding some books. So if I run across them, I will pay more sometimes. Anyway, that's my comic book haul. Now, Pepper and Enigma are going to close this episode out. They did a bunch of different takes on the ending. I couldn't decide on which one to include, so I put them all in. Enjoy.
Thank you for watching our video. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment letting us know what you thought.
Oh, right. Yeah, you should definitely click. It's over. It's right. It's here. It's here and it's good. So why not? Also, you have time. You're procrastinating anyways. Just click. Click. It's easy. Just you literally sit down and watch. That's all you're doing right now. It's that or scrolling. So just do this, right? 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 Right?
Thank you for watching our video. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment letting us know what you thought.
You know, like look at him. Look at him, tempting, right? So why not, right? He like good content? He like good content? Well, look over there. Look over there. Why not? Just click it. Like, subscribe. It's easy, right?
It is. Yeah. Most people
So
do.
just do it, okay? Listen, I'm not gonna beg, okay? Just click.
So Enigma, tell me how this video made you feel.
I really liked it, and I like all the other content too, and I just don't feel like it gets appreciated enough, like I appreciate, and I just wish that people would like and subscribe, and even hit that notification bell to get notifications for that new content. It would make me just feel so much better. It's just really hard, so just like click on a video or like and or do all of the above.
So if you were to leave a comment on this video, what would you say?
I would say thank you. Thank you. This is like donating a quarter to those poor puppies that you see with that silly song, whatever it's called, On the Arms of the Angels. It's quite like that. Yeah, it's like that. But it's free. And who doesn't love free things? Because I do.
I don't even know
That
if
was
you
so
could
funny.
hear her at points.
I don't know.
It
I
was
wasn't
so
watching
quiet.
my volume.
That was hilarious.
Tell me how you feel. That was an Italian mob boss.
How are you doing?
I'm Barbara from the deli. I like Swiss on cheese, which is two things of the same nature.
You would just leave it Swiss on cheese to let people,
That would be pretty good.
let people think.
So how do you feel?
Well,
How do you feel about this?
I can't.
I can't not be a mob boss. This is so hard.
Maybe Barbara.
I'm gonna
Her
make you
deli
an
is a
offer.
front.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. I can do Jimmy's Ma. I can do Car Weezer from Jimmy Neutron.
Oh my gosh! What? When's the last time you watched Jimmy Neutron?
Forever, but I found I could do it one day when I was just sitting there and I was repeating this line. It was like, could it be that you're craving my croissant? And it was a video online of somebody being Jimmy, and I was just like, I can do that. Jimmy's mom, and I just kept on repeating Jimmy's mom. I was like, Jimmy's mom. It's like a Master of Disguise with it, where it's become another person.
Yeah.
And so I was going, Jimmy's mom, Jimmy's mom, Jimmy's mom, Jimmy's mom. I was like, Jimmy's mom, her. It's a whole thing. Anyway, are we recording this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just you want to enjoy fun times like this?
Do
Watch
the
those
thing.
videos. Do
You
the
know?
thing.
Yeah.
Click the button of the like. It's like that.
It's not hard.
Yeah, there's a big subscribe if you can read, but surely you know at this point. There's also a bell where you can get notifications, and you can enjoy more content like this because we're a really fun bunch of people, and who doesn't like fun?
We like a lot of fun, so
Yeah.
please leave us a comment.
Smash the
Tell us what
button.
you thought.
Just do it.
Thanks, Barbara.
Bye.